So I wanted to come into this video today and talk about Attack on Titan, the Warhammer Titan, be super excited, be happy, and be like, yo, this is crazy! And I did have those feelings, don't get me wrong. But upon my feelings, apparently people decided to attack the staff of Studio Mappa. Individuals that are pouring their heart and soul into this series are being attacked. Even individuals, the director that wasn't even working on this latest episode, got attacked. And he didn't even work on this episode. It's also even worse when you have an official anime TV account actually having to outright say, please don't harass the staff. This just really goes to show you how bad the situation currently is. Honestly, I want to say my 2 cents. I'm so infuriated and upset about this. It needs to be talked about because it's constantly the main chatter about Attack on Titan's latest season. For instance, the production quality, or at least when it comes to the quality of the anime and how it's bad, etc. And I'm just like, are you serious right now? Like, it's not the staff's fault. It's not. They did not choose this production cycle. They did not choose to get this anime. It was the higher-ups, a part of the production committee, that gave them this series, and they're working on it. And by all means, you can see that they're putting as much passion as they can into the project. You're not going to tell me, as an Attack on Titan fan, if you really do like the series, you're not going to tell me you do not see the passion and love they have put into these episodes since Season 4 came out. Studio Mappa's staff are really talented. It's clear as day. Not just from Attack on Titan standpoint, but also from Jujutsu Kaisen. They are working on multiple series, Chainsaw Man coming up very soon, and it's very clear that the staff is being overworked, and they're not really having much time to really have a breath of fresh air and a breather, but they're doing the best they absolutely can. And imagine if you're one of these staff members that is trying so hard to make this series as good as you possibly can, and you have individuals take to social media and start attacking you for things that is not even your fault. This is the type of stuff that causes people to lose their passion for things, to cause people to just want to quit and give up. That's what happens. And seeing stuff like that, like seeing an individual literally say, why don't you be more like Demon Slayer? And I'm just thinking to myself, like, are you serious right now? It's two separate series, two different situations. Studio Photable, they got Demon Slayer, and they had time to work on it. More time, at the very least, than what Mappa has to work on for Attack on Titan. I mean, which studios literally had to drop Attack on Titan because they did not have the time for the series. The production cycle, they didn't have time to really pump that out. They had to drop the series for a reason, and Mappa was the only studio that picked it up. And to top all of this off, from what I am hearing on social media, apparently Studio Mappa actually wanted to delay Attack on Titan's final season for a whole year, but were denied by the production committee. I don't personally know if this is actually true or not, but this is what I saw multiple people telling me on social media. So if this is indeed the case, once again, this goes even further to show it's once again not the studio's fault or even the staff. It's more of they're just being forced with a really horrible production cycle. And I'm just like, imagine having your work compared to Demon Slayer when the situations are completely different. They can't be any more different than that. And it's just like, are you kidding me? I'm so disgusted with how toxic some of these individuals are. They're not fans. These are not fans of Attack on Titan. I think anyone that really is a fan of Attack on Titan would not be like this, going out of their way to do things like this. I thought there's been a lot of toxic fandoms I've been a part of. I've seen some really toxic sides to, studios or, fans and communities about anime and manga. I've seen it from the Dragon Ball community. I've seen it from the Naruto community. I've seen it from the My Hero Academia community, the Tokyo Ghoul community. I've seen it from the Hunter x Hunter community. I've seen a lot of toxic communities over the years, but this is kind of disgusting. This is one of the most disgusting things I think I have seen, especially from people actively going out of their way and going at individuals that have nothing to do with said episode that they're complaining about. So let's actually get into that. Why are people complaining about this episode? Why are people thinking that it's their duty, even though they're not in the right in any means? They'll never be in the right for what they're doing. But what makes them think it's their duty to do what they're doing? Well, apparently it's because of the CGI of the latest episode of Attack on Titan. Granted, yes, the CGI is definitely very noticeable. Is it bad? No, it really is not bad. Like, are we gonna forget the Colossal Titan in Season 3? The CGI? And this isn't Studio Mappa. This was WIT Studios that made this. And once again, different situations, production cycles, etc. I'm not going to drill the staff for that. And what I'm saying, though, is that these same individuals that are attacking this season and attacking these staff members, for some reason have forgotten the awful production cycle of Attack on Titan Season 1, 2, and 3. Attack on Titan's first 3 seasons were not perfect. Honestly, nothing is perfect. But Attack on Titan has always had a really bad production cycle. Ever since its inception as an anime, it's been really bad. There's been a lot of, corners cut to have the episodes come out. There's been a lot of, last minute edits to get the episodes out for the audience to see. There's been continuously a lot of problems with the series since the anime ever originated. And seeing how people are now choosing this is the time to go at Attack on Titan when they have neglected to mention anything else in the previous seasons, I'm like, are we just wanting to choose not to include those episodes or those issues? Once again, it still doesn't give a right to do what they're doing to staff, but are we choosing to neglect to look at that? But to go one step further, let's actually look at this episode deeply. CGI. The CGI usage was definitely shown a lot for the Titans, which makes a lot of sense. There was a lot of high action, a lot of movement, and Attack on Titan has definitely had movement without CGI with the Titans. But, once again, it's definitely very costly, takes a lot of time to do, and I think everybody understands, at least I would hope most people would understand, that the schedule of the staff isn't relatively good. They're very stretched on time. I mean, think about it. Attack on Titan Season 4 started in December. It literally started in the middle of December. That's not even a normal anime air date schedule for a normal anime season. Usually they come out in October. But Attack on Titan literally aired straight dab in the middle of December. That's crazy. That's not a normal type of release schedule for a series. And to go one step further as well, I mean, they're working on multiple series, this staff of Studio Mappa, Jujutsu. They're working on this, and then they're going to be working on Chainsaw Man. And there's probably other series that they've really yet to really talk about that they're already prepping to work on. And this was my concerns I had about this for a very long time. When I talked about this many months ago about Attack on Titan, I was like, I feel so bad for the staff. Because the staff is going to get so much unnecessary hate for things that is not even their fault. It's kind of like the situation with One Punch Man. One Punch Man staff got royally messed up. They did not deserve what happened to them, and no studio, no matter what, would have been able to go to the level of Season 1 of One Punch Man. There's just no way to replicate that level of quality. The expectations were way too high. And when Season 2 finally arrived and you had the lacklusterness of Season 2, it wasn't relatively anyone's fault a part of the staff. It's just the quality of Season 1 was just so unreal that no one really could potentially replicate that exact same way once again. It was unheard of at the time. And this right here is another example. We're having that exact same thing going on with Attack on Titan. The staff is getting blamed for things that is not relatively their fault whatsoever. And besides just the CGI, you also have individuals, neglecting the fact of just how there is a lot of good scenes as well within this episode. There is so many good scenes. You have the Levi moment when he comes in and all that. You have the demons of paradise, how they're in front of, their enemy they're fighting, and you just see the visual of it and the lighting behind them. There's so many good images throughout the episode. The Eren images to Gabby's, frowned expression of her being very upset. There's a lot of good things from the episode, and it's fantastic to kind of see, how Studio Mappa handles these type of scenes. And as I've talked about, I feel like Studio Mappa, at least their staff that's working on this, has definitely kept true to the normal vibe of Attack on Titan, and I think even actually went beyond what even WIT Studios was capable of in terms of giving a certain atmosphere and vibe to what Attack on Titan is. I think they're one of the perfect staff to really give this series a lot of life that it has. And I'm so aggravated. I know this has turned into a rambling rant video, and it's aggravating to see the toxicity. These people need to You're not fans. You need to just chill. You need to chill. This is not their fault. Leave these directors and staff alone. The people working on the soundtracks, it's not their fault. By any freaking means, it is not their fault. This is how you make people quit. That's how people quit. But I'll leave it at that. I'm furious. I'm going to get back to talking about other stuff and all that. I'm going to try to get up, Wonder Egg up very soon because I want to talk about that as well. But you all have a good day or night, and I apologize for the rant video. It needed to be made. But love you guys. Be safe. Chibi out.